My name is Joel McGee, and for over 25 years I've been scouring the countryside looking for toy treasures, and they call me America's Toy Scout.
You are looking at people's old toys and you are paying them cold, hard cash.
Cold, hard cash.
It's America's Toy Scout.
With America's Toy Scout, as ABC 7 News reporter Jonathan Bloom explains, the man who knows his trash from treasure is visiting the Bay Area this weekend.
People say, well, what's the new toy? What's going to be 20 years from now? Harry Potter.
Oh, good.
Along the way, there are bound to be some surprises. Seemingly identical items can have wildly different values based on what factory they came from or what condition they're in.
The Toy Scout is coming to Omaha.
Joel McGee calls himself Toy Scout, and he hunts and buys vintage toys.
America's Toy Scout. I love that name.
America's Toy Scout, Joel McGee.
Joel McGee.
Joel McGee.
Joel McGee is America's Toy Scout.
This sign was a sled. Thousands of dollars Coca-Cola sign and turned it into $100 by writing a sled. Who would imagine that a Coca-Cola sign could also be a toy?
Butch has no idea this is happening. 30 years ago, he had a color by number set that he autographed. And he thought that he would have it for his collection. In the last 30 years, he hasn't been able to find one. And that's the one thing that he's always wanted that never could have. And so I found it.
How did you carry this as an 8-year-old kid?
You carried it in your belt. And I wanted to be fast, so I was told, you grease your holsters.
Oh,
so I didn't have any grease.
Oh.
So what I did is I took my mother's butter.
Oh my gosh.
And I put the butter in the holsters too, so they'd be nice and slippery, so I could be real fast on
the draw.
Okay.
Wow.
And of course, butter starts to go rancid after a while.
Gosh. So, that's I can say that's the first time I've heard that story.
Yeah.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, what's up?
How are you? He's still at the toy show.
Guess what? What he's paying for this is nothing compared to what I'm going to charge him.
So, amazingly enough, we just drove by Caesar's Palace.
Yep.
And that was really one of the most iconic situations ever for us as kids back in the 70s. I mean, Evel Knievel watching him on Wide World of Sports, jumping the fountains.
Who else could pack, who else could get 100,000 people to come out and pay big money for one jump? He was a master showman.
And we all wanted to be Evel Knievel, and I remember my parents bought me an Evel Knievel toy for Christmas. And the first thing I wanted to do... Yeah, the stunt cycle. Yeah, we had the stunt cycle, and you could crank that baby up, and you could do jumps. And so we wanted to make him jump the fountains at Caesar's Palace. So we blew up our pool in the backyard, and by golly, we put some pieces of plywood on each end, and Evel Knievel jumped Caesar's Palace. We could be like Evel Knievel.
We had the privilege of playing in your toy out back this morning. You have an amazing car out back. You're a car collector.
What you brought?
Well, the Munster coach was the first television hot rod. George Barris created it back for the show, and then he created the Dragula, which isn't street legal. I have both cars, and I go on the road with Joel, and a lot of times we get together, and I bring the Munster coach along for people to see, because so many people built the car as a model, which is a toy. Of course. And I have the large tribute car, which is street legal. And the Munsters was the most heavily merchandised show of all time as far as toys go.
No kidding.
So here I am with the Toy Scout. How appropriate. And actually Joel did me a favor, because I was looking for something, and I asked him, could you track down something that I signed 30 years ago? And through his magic, look what he's got.
No kidding.
The Munsters colored by number
set, and really
with a signature from me from the early 90s.
Oh, wow.
And so that's part of my mission as a Toy Scout, is searching and finding all these toy treasures for people.
Challenge.
And I do, and I don't give up until I find it. And we actually found it here in Las Vegas.
We have some really cool, unique finds in front of us right now.
I gave Butch a surprise detour because Rick Harrison of the famous Gold and Silver Pawn Shop wanted us to stop by with the Munster coach.
A lot of times you just can't pull that emotional attachment from them. I mean, it's like the dollar amount doesn't matter, but in our opinion, there's a price on everything. What was for Christmas for you back when you were 18?
My fire engine.
Yeah.
My pedal fire engine.
Yeah, see, pedal fire engine. When you say something, everybody, it's always a memory.
We all have something. You all have pictures?
Yes, we're good, I guess.
All right. So let's get in the back before we get
Take care, man.
This was my lifetime dream, because as a child, I was playing with my Major Matt Mason. I wanted to fly him. He was an astronaut. And so I put him on a paper clip, took the string, and put him all the way at the top of the room, and I got up on a chair, and I flew my Matt Mason figure all over the room. In fact, my mom was really mad because
I messed up every place with him. Butch and I had a little side bet for the winner of the zip line, but you'll notice he's not anywhere in the picture. I had a little talk with the ride attendant, and he accidentally delayed Butch's launch just a little bit by mistake. And now I always told myself, I want to be Major Matt Mason. I want to fly, and tonight he was it.
You are Major Matt Mason.
I am. I can't believe I was a space
in the flesh. Pinch yourself. You did it.
I mean, that's what it's all about.
Well, you saw what happened to me. I got stuck at the gate.
Yeah, what happened with that?
You guys all took off. I sat there with my,
Well, they said you were scared. They said you did.
Yeah, I was scared. That was it. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. It really was. I'll pick the next adventure. How's that?
Good. All right, it's your turn.
Okay,
next. All right, awesome.